920, Ekalaka 950. About to take you to Greg. It's Russian Caravan, 10 Tetstar, Lady Madeline, LA France, 1, 4, 9 and 2 for the 7th at Morfettville. Russian Caravan 720, LA France at 820, down to 10 Tetstar 560, and Costa Reno 760, just about set at Caulfield. Classic Status at 12, big odds for better fortune. And Lady Madeline, $3.30. Let's go to Greg Miles, and here he is at Caulfield.
Now here's Instincts coming up into the line with Prolific and Ekalaka. Been racing well in the big cups up near the border. Follow the Band moved in. And we need two to come along and we'll have them right to go. Wasn't it just an outstanding win in the Doomben 10,000? Felvalon beating Shower Heart and Lord Essex, all the big three around the home turn. Great sprint it was. Here, Most Open Affair, just on a probably the best tried late in betting. All in. They're set to run, and away they go at the 2,000 metres, and Merlin's Law and I Chance with Lord of the Pines, the first couple to bounce out, and Just Honour with Regal Royal aren't far away. Paradiddle's going forward, and also Follow the Band, and the red and white hoop cutters is driving up looking for the lead as they settle into stride now, and by the 1,600 metres it's Follow the Band taken to the lead by Kathy Payne, 2 lengths clear. Paradiddle is second, I Chance is third, and Regal Royal is 3/4 away in 4th placing. 2 lengths then to Lord of the Pines, Just Honour. Citrus Prince over on his outside, a length to Merlin's Law. A neck then to just behind these is Instincts, and a break at 3 to Ekalaka, followed then by Zabuan tracking out 3 deep around Countdown, and Sandbelt in the centre, and Prolific's a length and a half away last of all. By the 1,200 metres, and Follow the Band setting a good tempo by a length and a half. Paradiddle second, 4 lengths to Regal Royal in 3rd placing. I Chance a neck away on the inside. They're followed by Lord of the Pines, and then Just Honour. Citrus Prince hasn't had much luck. He's 3 deep, 1,000 metres to go. Merlin's Law, the grey over on the inside from Instincts, 2 lengths to Ekalaka. Then Zabuan, Countdown, Sandbelt, and Prolific is last of all, bunching up in the leading few as they go to the 800 metres now. Regal Royal straight around the outside. Follow the Band on the rail, and Paradiddle in the centre. They lead Citrus Prince, who's got into 4th placing out wide around Lord of the Pines and I Chance, a length to Just Honour. 2 lengths then to Instincts, Merlin's Law on the fence, and then Ekalaka, Countdown and Zabuan as they neared the corner, and then Prolific and Sandbelt. They swing for home now, and it's Follow the Band, Paradiddle leading by a length here as they corner from Lord of the Pines, Citrus Prince, I Chance, and then Just Honour, followed by Merlin's Law. Paradiddle first for home from Follow the Band and Lord of the Pines, and wider out as Citrus Prince, and down the outside is Just Honour. Paradiddle kicking strongly, 150 metres to go from Lord of the Pines, I Chance and Just Honour. 50 to go. I Chance has raced up now to Paradiddle, Just Honour, and Sandbelt flying home, but I Chance clear. I Chance wins it by a length to Sandbelt. Just Honour in 3rd, grabbing that position ahead of Paradiddle, Ekalaka and Merlin's Law, and they were followed then by Zabuan, Prolific from last, Citrus Prince, Lord of the Pines, and then just behind these Follow the Band, being followed then by Instincts and Countdown, and Regal Royal back last of all.
I Chance, the winner, number 4, defeating Sandbelt and Just Honour, 4, 14 and 6. Bit of a blowout there for punters on the 7th event at Caulfield. Okay, interim dividends on the Doomben 10,000. We've got those for you now. Felvalon, Shower Heart and Lord Essex. The Quinella 2980. 151.50 the trifecta, and Damien Oliver with the connections of Felvalon, and he's on his way to weigh in. That was a fantastic performance. It really was, full of class all round. Okay, now race 7 at Morfettville. We'll take it off Matthews shortly. Russian Caravan 710, LA France at 8:30. Swinger Deal big odds 10, Tetstar 560, and Costa Reno 750. Classic Status at 12. Big odds for better fortune number 8. Lady Madeline 330. Then Just Pete, Flying Rocket all at odds, and so is These Days and Saheb. Right, Alf, your thoughts?
Really, to be ready for this racing period. And of course after Monday we'll be rested right through winter. LA France comes forward. In the morning on Racing Retro we'll have 2 special guests. Brian Park and also David Jolly will join us. trainer and jockey of the Group 1 Goodwood Handicap winner. Zips it today. Now there's one kicking. Might be Lady Madeline. I think she's opened the gate, Lady Madeline. Sahib to come forward. One of the 4 Tony McAvoy trained runners in the Stuart Crystal. They're set to run. Stuart Crystal, this is a listed race over the mile. Set. Reno Fractious, they're off now. Beginning nicely, Tan Tat Star, out fast, Russian Caravan, and showing good speed, Flying Rocket goes to third from Swing a Deal. Wider at LA France, working over. Jockey looking left, looking to get in, but he's going to have to go forward and sit outside the speed, I'd say, and that's happening now. Then Sahib, and getting back in the field, Classic Status from In Costa Reno These Days, Just Pete and Better Fortune. LA France went to the lead, about a half in front of Sahib, and third now Lady Madeline. On the inside, fourth was Russian Caravan, and fifth one off Flying Rocket. From Tan Tat Star, then Swing a Deal These Days, Classic Status together. The next pair, Just Pete on the inside of In Costa Reno, and 3 lengths last is Better Fortune. Down the side, approaching the 800, and LA France went for home. Preble gave her rein, and she skipped about 5 in front. 6 lengths now. Second is Sahib, and third Lady Madeline. Then came Russian Caravan, followed by Flying Rocket, Tan Tat Star, Swing a Deal. Then Classic Status, yet to be called upon from These Days, and well back in Costa Reno. On the outside of Just Pete and Better Fortune, LA France before the turn. Preble's trying to steal this. She leads by 6. In second place now, Lady Madeline goes clear. Russian Caravan to third. Sahib's given up. Then came Flying Rocket, Swing a Deal. Classic Status is getting to the outside. She's coming home well, and so too Tan Tat Star. LA France at the 250, still 2 in front. Russian Caravan going after her seriously now. Then Lady Madeline, and wider out in Costa Reno's coming home well, together with Swing a Deal and These Days from the tail. Russian Caravan hit the lead. These Days is mowing turf, and Better Fortune down the outside. Russian Caravan stopping, but has enough in hand to win it. Russian Caravan a half to Better Fortune. Ahead away third These Days, and LA France has run fourth. Well, a few were chasing her in the straight, but they couldn't even get past her. Flying Rocket, Tan Tat Star, Lady Madeline also. In Costa Reno looked a chance at the 200 from Swing a Deal, Just Pete. Classic Status didn't do much, and Sahib's pulled up well behind the others. Russian Caravan has held on, ridden by Kieran McAvoy for his uncle Tony. This filly, a last start Caulfield winner when she was gutsy that day, and she's fought on to beat Better Fortune. Huge run at odds. Darren Gauci, Leon McDonald, winner ridden by Kieran, as I mentioned. And These Days has run third at massive odds. Peter Mertens for Dan O'Sullivan. Peter replaced Travis Creek, who had to waste very hard to ride 50 and a half in the Goodwood Handicap, and he is suffering cramps as a result, so he's given up for the day and get his body back in order. 1, 8 and 12, 1, 40 and 61, race 7 with number 2 fourth.
Righto, Hilton, thank you. Yep. Russian Caravan, Better Fortune, and These Days is to put some value into the trifectas. As we watch the head-on, Russian Caravan has improved this time. Last year, it was being hailed anything. But a few things went amiss with it, but it's come back this preparation, and it's won its last 2 starts now. Okie doke. Rose Hill Gardens, we're coming into the last now. Natoir 21, Shy Hero 28, Race the Ace at 13, Impregnable 15, Salem's Tip $7, Stormy Mo big odds, Medicine 650, Haunting Spirit is scratched. And then we go over to Ica Mature 24, Ruemba 350, he's on fire at 10, and Skidor, Darren Beedman's mount at $6.70. Well, Ron, you're
into the third, and currently $3 and $2. Salem's Tip would be the second pick on Tab Limited, number 5 at $6.60 and $2. And number 14, Skidor. Darren Beedman looking for 3 for the day, for 4 for the day, and $8 is the quote about Skidor. What's the other one, Bruce? Number 7 in the market too, Medicine at yes, $7.80. That's a quick glance at the infield board as we now train our attention through the 1050s over to the 1200 metres, and Nimble Air comes up. Previous Darren Beedman notched up 3 for the day when Chantage scored, beating Jack Triss and Imperial Lodge 5-3-10. Right, Les, thank you. 2 to move in for the last of the day, Skidor and Race the Ace. Ruemba was a very solid favourite. Coming forward is Race the Ace. A towel draped round its neck. That'll be thrown out the back at any moment. Didn't go in at the first attempt. Race the Ace. Big run here the other day. Came from a long way back. And just giving him a little tickle up with the big whip. Didn't do the trick. Race the Ace, ridden by Darryl McClellan this afternoon. Darren Beadman rode him here on the 4th of May. Now another effort made to get Race the Ace forward. Remember behaving well. Corey Brown, can he win a race on the program today? Corey on 76, Chris Muntz on 76, and Darren Beadman on 75.5. So Chris won the Stayers Cup today on We're Dancing, and Darren with 3 winners, to be fair. And of course Chantage and Com here for Kevin Moses. Oh, I can hear the barrier audio, and there's a lot of action over there. They've finally persuaded Race the Ace to go in. The barrier boys again doing a superb job as the starter Billy Dale climbs his stand. They're set for the last of the day here at the Gardens. They're off. Hello Salem's Tip Jib missed at a length and a half, and Old Shy Hero flew out, leads a half. Ruemba Medicine third, followed by Impregnable. He's on fire, a length the straight back, and then Skidor followed wider out. Nimble Air and a gap then to Natoir. Race the Ace, Stormy Mo, and then Icamature and Salem's Tip, who blued the jumpers last. 700 to go now, and Shy Hero a length and a half on the favourite Ruemba Medicine third, and then comes Impregnable. He's on fire on the inside of Skidor from straight back. Nimble Air, a couple Natoir, and then on his outside a half away Race the Ace. 2 to Icamature, passing Stormy Mo and Salem's Tip. A big job in front of him. Stone Motherless last in a strung out field. Shy Hero giving them something to catch, and around the corner he's a length and a quarter on Ruemba. Medicine over on the rails, a couple Skidor, Beadman's ride, and then comes Impregnable. Ruemba race to Shy Hero, a length Skidor, Medicine over on the rails, then Impregnable, Nimble Air, and He's on Fire's made ground. Ruemba heads the front. Skidor, the danger with He's on Fire. Skidor put the nose in front. Oh, he veered out on He's on Fire. He's on Fire's got to get him though, and He's on Fire beats Skidor. Photo third, Ruemba, and Race the Ace. From Impregnable, Nimble Air, and straight back Shy Hero, Salem's Tip. Well, he lost it at the start. Further away was Icamature, Medicine, Natoir, and Stormy Mo was last to complete the course. Number 11, He's on Fire, Robbie Brewer. He would have got it on protest had he not been first past the post. Skidor veered out on him very sharply, about 50 metres to go. But He's on Fire balanced up, and he's been too good for Skidor. Beadman looking very good there for 4 winners for a few strides. He's on Fire has paid on the New South Wales tote around $11.80 the win, $3.30 for the place. 14 Skidor, $2.80, and it'll be a further photo for third. He's on Fire, trained by Paul O'Sullivan, is by Colonel Collins from Clear Expression, and Robbie Brewer aboard. Funny thing, when Darren gave that horse a whack, Skidor, he seemed to do a dipsy doodle, and he came out onto He's on Fire. No numbers up on the last. Let's have a look at this third. There won't be much between Ruemba and he'll probably just get third, I'd reckon, in front of Race the Ace. Yes, he has. So number 10 is third. 11, the winner, He's on Fire, ridden by Rob Brewer. Second goes to number 14. And that is Skidor, ridden by Darren Beadman. Number 10 is third, Ruemba, Corey Brown. The official fourth is number 3, Race the Ace, Darryl McClellan. The time, 1:10.74, 34.82 sectional. And here are some totes for you. Number 11, $11.80 and $3.30. Number 14 paid $2.80. Number 10, $1.60. Quinella, $49.20. Exacta, $92.90. The trifecta, $401.60. The first four, 11, 14, 10 and 3, $3,367.50. The superfecta numbers read this way. 11, 14, 10, 342. 11, 14, 10, 342. Now, the divvy Declared Debbie is $83,438.60. The Superfecta jackpot carryover $40,400,571.70.
Righto, Ian. Thank you. Ian Craig at Rosehill Gardens. Thanks, Ian. Now, Robbie Brewer comes back to scale for the winner. Caulfield the last, and Shea Spice 960, 660 Marvilla, Dolphin Dance 650, Speaker $5 from the Alan Bailey stable, Rich Ruby Red 380, 990 Filming, $12 Marouche and Miss Brunhilde $40, Splash of Love 24, and Yeah Miss $17 for race 8 at Caulfield. Weights right, Morford fill on the numbers of 1, 8 and 12. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Track. Most of them set. Tony Carson, winner of the previous race on iChance, spent 9 years out of the saddle. He'd been back for some 12 months. He's now 30 years of age. And son of trainer Gary Carson, leading Bounty's trainer. And back a winner after a long, long out. Now they're nearly ready. Dolphin Dance has joined them on the outside. The track is being cleared and the starter hits the button there away. And one of the first to bounce out was Speaker, and away fast Marvilla on the inside with Shea Spice. Dolphin Dance settling up about fourth on the outside from Yaramis, Rich Ruby Red, and then Miss Brunhilde being followed by Filming, Splash of Love and Marouche. Passing the 800 metres, and Speaker, who'd flew out of the gates, led by a length to Marvilla second, Shea Spice third, fourth a length and a half away is Dolphin Dance, and then Yaramis. Rich Ruby Red next on the outside, trailed by Marouche. A length further back in the field then came Miss Brunhilde racing out wide around Splash of Love and Filming on the rail. At the 400 coming around the turn, and it's Little Speaker in front near the inside ahead of Marvilla and Shea Spice. Marouche making ground through on the inside from Yaramis, and then Dolphin Dance, and the rest headed by Rich Ruby Red. Speaker clear down past the 200 metre mark. Under the whip she's 2 or 3 lengths in front of Marvilla, Shea Spice, Dolphin Dance, Marouche, and then Yaramis. Speaker's getting a little tight in the last 50, but she's 2 lengths clear, and Speaker, the little Caulfield specialist, has got home by a half a length to Marvilla. Shea Spice might grab third ahead of Dolphin Dance, and then Yaramis, Marouche. Rich Ruby Red was never going to win that, being followed then by Filming, and then Miss Brunhilde, who was one of the last to go over the line, and Splash of Love also amongst the tail enders. The winner is Speaker, number 4, ridden by Reese Wheeler. Number 4, Speaker, ridden by Reese Wheeler, gives Alan Bailey and Reese a winning double here at Caulfield. Thong and Pushbike taking out the Gippsland Sprint final for them. She jumped and ran and was never going to be beaten in the last event. $5.60 and $2.30, and she's now at this track won 4 races. All of her 4 victories have been here from just 7 outings. Second placing goes to number 2 Marvilla, Brendan Fennick, chased her the entire trip, and third number 1 Shea Spice, ridden by Craig Newitt. So 4, 2 and 1 in the last, and fourth in was number 3 Dolphin Dance. So 4, 2, 1 and 3 are official placings, and the time is 1:4.23. That's a good gallop by comparison to the average time for last season at 1:4.19. So Speaker, Marvilla, Shea Spice, placings in the last on the program. We might have played second fiddle, but it's been a good day of racing here at Caulfield. Hope you managed to find yourself on the right side of the ledger. Big meeting coming up at Flemington this coming Monday, ahead of the provincial meetings tomorrow.
Okie doke. Thanks for that. Greg Miles at Caulfield.
Now these runners are coming into the gates for the last race. Gee, it's got dark here. You won't notice it on your screen. We've got a lot of low cloud here at the moment, and about 4:50 for the last race at Brisbane this time of the year. If you get cloud, it makes it pretty dark. You wait till you see the lights on top of the starting gates blinking away, and I notice as I look over to the winning post, the light on the winning post under the mirror is as bright. It's like white lightning. Now this is the last race here. Society Bow will probably run our favourite. He probably is, isn't he? Well, yeah, 390. Pink and black at 710, so he's dominated the betting. Society Bow. Raw Instinct now 780. Coming off a very good run behind Raw Instinct to Society Bow, and that was at Eagle Farm. You think he'd be improved by that run under his belt. Well, the Doomben 10,000's over for another year. Falvalon, eh? He'll go to the Stradbroke now with 56 on his back. He had 54.5 when he was a 3-year-old and finished just behind them. And in the meantime, he's won 2 Doomben 10,000s, 2 internationals in Hong Kong. He's won group races all over the shop, and he's going to have 1.5 kilos more. If he gets to the Stradbroke, he won't run a game before the Stradbroke, but if he gets there and draws an alley with 56 on his back, they'll know he's there, even though it's 1,400 at Eagle Farm. So there's the light. We're all set to go. The last event of what's been a great day's racing. They stand well, and they're racing. And Society Bow, about 5 from the outside, began okay. Over near the rails, Sailor's Lark was the first to go, and he's in front when they come down the straight the first time. Raw Instinct well away, Better Watch It behind it. And here's Pink and Black and Regal Tycoon. Coming to the line the first time, Sailor's Lark is the leader. Pink and Black's going to second, Regal Tycoon third. Society Bow's a little bit deep on the turn out of the straight, followed by Raw Instinct and Better Watch It's back on the rail. Dutch Harry going forward, then Glenn poking around midfield. Then came Chrysler Mirage, followed by Count Scenario. On the inside of Make Me a Miracle, Bel Air's got back 4th last from Captain Test. Our Ebony Boy and Hill of Grace is last. To the back to the 1,300 metres mark, and Pink and Black took over now. Society Bow's outside him and about to press on. 2.5 to Sailor's Lark third, and Regal Tycoon fourth. Raw Instinct back 5th on the rail. 2 to Dutch Harry, 3 parts to Better Watch It, 1 to Poking Around. 3 parts to Glenn, 2 to Chrysler Mirage, 1 Count Scenario, 1.5 to Make Me a Miracle, and then came Captain Test on the inside. A long way back on the field then was Belair, and Hill of Grace is last on the fence as they go up towards that top corner. They've got 950 metres left to go, and Society Bow the leader by 2, and he's highballing it now, Society Bow. Each 2 to Pink and Black. Regal Tycoon third, the outside. Sailor's Lark the paint from Raw Instinct. Then came Dutch Harry, Better Watch It, poking around, coming into the race. Glenn back on the inside of Chrysler Mirage, then Count Scenario, Make Me a Miracle, and further back on the field came Bel Air, and Captain Tess is a long way back, and so too is Hill of Grace as they come up towards the home turn. On the corner, 400 metres to go. Society Bow first around the bend. Pink and Black and Hot Pursuit. 2 Sailors Lark, Raw Instinct into the clear, then Regal Tycoon and poking around, and Dutch Harry, but Society Bow's in front at the 200 metres mark. Raw Instinct and Pink and Black are coming after Society Bow. Society Bow still the leader. Raw Instinct, Chrysler Mirage is coming late, but Society Bow's in front close to home, and he'll win. Society Bow has just beaten either Chrysler Mirage or Raw Instinct from Sailor's Lark. Then came Pink and Black, Glenn, Better Watch It, Dutch Harry, Count Scenario, poking around behind those. Make Me a Miracle, Regal Tycoon. Hill of Grace has finished a long way back. So has Captain Tess and Bel Air, and Our Ebony Boy is last. A big roar from the crowd as the favourite wins the last on Doomben 10,000 Day. Number 4, Society Bow, another one to Damien Oliver. So Damien's finished off the day in a blaze of glory, winning on Falvalon on the 10,000, and he wins the Brunswick Hotel Chairman's Handicap on Society Bow. Second in the race went to number 6, and that was Chrysler Mirage. He rattled home. 7 was third, and that was Raw Instinct. And we're waiting for the 4th number to go up. So the numbers are 4, 6, 7, and we'll check on that number for 4th. All right, so we'll have to go from Doomben. We've got other commitments quickly on our heels. All I can say is it was Falvalon's day at Doomben, and we'll be back here again next Saturday for the running of the Doomben Cup. Thanks for your company, folks. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thanks, Alan, and good afternoon to you. Okay, Society, terrific ride by Damien Oliver. 4, 6 and 7 are the placings after the running of race number 8.
Jelly Lightsaber.